Alright guys, just thought I'd bring you a quick profile of the deck I topped locals at. It's a pretty solid deck. It's based around skill drain and Photons. But I don't know, it's pretty much anti-meta. If you're not good at siding, you're not going to be good at playing this deck. You really have to adjust it to the deck you're going against. So we've got 3 Beast King Barbaros. Hopefully when the ban list comes out, if Tengu gets back to 3 like it should do, it's not so broken XYZ format, I'll probably drop this to 2 and run 3 Tengu, because I prefer consistency over a big beater. 3 Photon Saber Tigers. These things are so good. You summon one, you add one from your deck. It loses 800 when it's on the field by itself, which sometimes turns into a bit of a weird advantage. Next turn you summon second at 2k. But I'll summon my tiger, add my tiger. Set 1 back row, so it's on 12k. They attack into it, I play Chalice, it goes up to 2-4. You know, that's damage step, not a lot can be done about that, so these are really good. Plus they work with Horn of the Phantom Beast, which is like a little mini draw engine, just to help refuel my hand if I've over exceeded. 3 Thrasher. This card's just amazing. It's a level 4 light warrior. I can special summon a Thrasher from my hand if I don't control a monster. It can't attack if I have a monster, which is never really an issue. I either summon and pop for 2-1, or special, normal, go into a Blade Armor Ninja, make 4k, or one of my favourite exceeds at the moment, Me Stroke, just a Book of Moon. It helps if I've messed up and they've got a massive attack on their side of the field. I can just get rid of it. So the 3 Thrasher are a must. I have a way of searching them out as well, so I really do use the 3. 2 Crusher. Just to make those exceeds, really. It's a 2k beat under skill drain, and it's 2k beat without skill drain, but if it attacks it goes to defense. I like this card, but I run it because I have to. 2 Lizards. Lizards are great. Summon a lizard, effect to tribute it to add a Photon level 4 lower. So I add this and special summon it beat for 2-1. Or I add my tiger, or I set my hand up. But one way or another, it's just always useful. In a deck that has a 2-1 monster that special summons, you can spend your normal summon. And it's great you drop this and it gets warning. It's like, yeah, excellent. I mean, that's just got rid of a warning. 2 T-King. T-King is just good. It's a light. If you notice, pretty much my whole deck apart from Beast King Barbaros is light. And 19 it beats. I can neg exceed or synchro under skill drain with it being a trigger effect. Pays itself as cost and goes up in the grave. It's just a really solid card. It fills a gap. 1 Honest, because it's honest and I run a light deck. Only 2 Pot of Duality. A lot of people that play skill drain decks will play 3 Pot of Duality and 2 skill drain, I've noticed. But I've never liked 3 Pot of Duality. I hate playing Pot of Duality and revealing a Pot of Duality. It just feels like a waste. And I'll quite often side one out game 2 as well, because it's just, you know, it's just not, I don't know, it's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. 2 Chalice, which is amazing. Being able to main deck Chalice, you get massive attack boosts, and just main deck Chalice is awesome. For those of you who don't know, it knocks an effect of a monster, but gives it 400 attack. So I can do it in the damage step on Photon Saber Tiger, making it a 2-4 beater. I can do it on Beast King Barbaros, and then Beast King Barbaros stays at 3k after the turn. So Chalice is just a must. Really good card. Thinking about 3. I think it might be overkill though. 2 Photon Tridents. Now I actually made the deck because of this card. It's basically a damage step MST that inflicts extra damage. But playing with it, it's not as good as it seems. I don't know, it's a bit dead. It doesn't work with everything. But I like it at 2, it might go to 1. So yeah, so exactly what it does. You play it, damage step. It gives you a Photon 700, makes it piercing. If it inflicts damage to your opponent, you can destroy a spell or trap. So it's cool. It's an MST, but one might be gone in the side. 2 MST. Because I've got the 2 Photon Tridents, I just run the 2 MST. 1 Reborn, because it's Reborn, and I run Beast King Barbaros. 3 Skill Drain. Now I know people that run Skill Drain decks will normally call you out for running 3 Skill Drain. They'll say 2's enough, but we can have 3. I draw it, I tend to win, so why not run 3? Plus it makes impressive back rows, you know. If I draw 2, I'll set 1 and keep the other. But if I'm trying to play a bit psychologically, I might set the 2 just to beef up my back row, have a Starlight Road down there, and it just makes people worry. 2 Horn of the Phantom Beast, yet another damage step attack changer. This one grants a beast or a beast warrior, and this is why I'm thinking of if Tengu comes back to 3, I'd run it. It gives it 800, and if when it destroys a monster and sends it to the graveyard, I draw a card. It's just really solid. When I first put it in, only 6 targets, I thought I might dead draw it. But the fact that Photon Saber Tigers add another Photon Saber Tiger, you tend to always have a beast or a Barbaros in your hand. Solemn Brigade, I don't mind paying life points. Better paying life points than losing the game. 2 Bottomless. This might go to 1. At my locals it's great at 2, but sometimes when I go through to Newcastle I probably would just run one side to second. 2 TT. I do kind of need field presence when it's not my turn, but I can do without it, and yet again, blow the field's better than losing the game. The 1 of Traps is 1 compulsory. This is what I have instead of a call or haunted, basically. I can lose quite easily if someone reborns my Beast King Barbaros. Just compulsory it, have it back. 1 Dark Bribe. I love Dark Bribe. I know you give your opponent a draw, but really, if this text was different, everyone would run it. If it says you could, you know, take Heavy Storm out your opponent's deck and they draw another card, you'd be like, yeah, I'll run that. So, Dark Bribe, just good. And Starlight Road. I used to hate Starlight Road, but it's really worked for me. I wouldn't run 2 because I'm just not that lucky, but 1's okay. And that, and if it has to be that, I have quite a lot of negates, so I don't normally get hit by Heavy Storm. If I was going to do anything, I'd probably take the Starlight Road out for another Dark Bribe. I've played Dark Bribes for a long time, and that draw doesn't really hurt you if you play them sensibly. So that was the main deck, it was exactly 40. Like I said before, it's all about the side deck really, so... Which is funny because my side deck's not really complete, but I have 2 Kinetic Soldier, with the SAM structure being out. That sorts them out. 2 Cyber Dragon, it's light, it's 2-1, I can Fortress away Exceeds, and it's just useful. Plus the Machinimas are a boot, so gets rid of them. 2 King Tiger Wangu. At locals I actually put one of these out against Insectors. That was fun times for me, not so fun for him. The 3rd MST, because you just do. The 2nd compulsory evacuation device. I really like this, especially without priority. I don't know, in decks where you have a lot of back row, you're going to have something else to neg it next time it comes out next turn. So the compulsory is just costless, you just put it back in the hand. Not this turn, go away. 2 Macro Cosmoses. These hurt my Horn of the Phantom Beast a bit, but completely shut down decks, especially a couple of decks of my Light Swan, of my locals. There's a Light Swan Chaos, there's Insectors, they really just can't get over this. 2 Gauze and Match. Apart from Beast King Barbaros, everything in my deck's light, so it's a pretty simple side, and it can screw some of those random decks up. Light Imprisoning Mirror. These also conflict, and this is what I mean by you have to be good at side, and you have to know what you're taking out and putting in, and if the change is actually worth it. So these knock my T-Kings and my Honest But against a Light Spawn deck, that's game. And 1 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. This is going to be 2, and I'd probably take out... Well, after September, I'd hope I'd be taking out the King Tiger Wangus for a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, and I'm not sure what else I stick in. I've got Maxis. I can stick a pair of Maxis in. So yeah, extra deck. Now my extra deck's a bit slapdash because you don't really exceed too much with this deck. It's a very similar style to the old TG play style, where you're more controlling. So a Fortress Dragon, because I side the Cyber Dragons. Armory Arm, Catasta, Black Rose. I don't think I can actually get in the Black Rose, it's just in here. There's now at the moment until the tins come out that I want to replace it with. When the tins come out, this will be in Heroic Knight Excalibur, probably. Catasta and Armory Arm, they could change out, but they're just in here. Giga Brilliant. Levier. I can make these off the Photon Saber Tigers. Quite often I do as end mains, so they're quite good. Get all the level 3s done first. Number 17 Leviathan Dragon. I've never had to go into it yet with this deck, but it's a big beater, and if I need to, I'm struggling for my skill drain. Mainly I'm struggling for my skill drain, I'll go as end mains. I'll even go into this, attack in, detach and blow it up if they have a massive effect, or they've got the Red Eyes Darkness on the field. Get rid of it. Level 4s. 2 Me-Stroke. I really like this. It's Gatly and Book of Moon's like little unlegitimate love child. It's really good. Blade Armor Ninjas. Never really go into these. I do go into them occasionally. When we get some more level 4s, they'll probably come out, because I don't know, I don't need the extra damage. Everything I've got's like 2k in my deck. I'm not hurting to make that extra damage. A Gem Knight Pearl, 2/6 just to run over something. Utopia and Stardust.